It's Melanie Hinds, your fastest Iraqi Dinar summary on the net. I had a lot of great time doing the puppies by myself because my husband was helping. He was with his shift, helping one of his brothers in the fire service pick out a suit and stuff for his upcoming wedding. And he just got home, so he's taking over the puppies so I can get the summary done. We're going to go out for dinner, I think, or we're going to get takeout and come back. We're going to take the puppy with us downtown because she needs to be socialized. And I don't know what we're gonna eat, but we're gonna take her with us because we want her to travel. So guys, my puppy's getting along very well. Thank you. Please continue to pray that my other dog doesn't hurt her. But I posted like 5 videos. I got a little bored. I got back to all your emails though. Check your junk, check your spam. If you're looking for something from me, you got it. And that other guy that requested a refund after he got all my information, I refunded him, and then PayPal paid him too, took it out of my account. So I basically paid that guy twice. So I sent him an email. I said, look, if you have integrity, you'll refund me back the $55 because I went ahead and paid you. And I said I reported it. So, you know, some people have integrity, some people do not, but I obviously do. I made it good, and then PayPal deducted it again. So he got a double payment, even though he got my strategy. So isn't that nice? So I'm anything the enemy steals from you, decree and declare, you get back 7-fold. So I'm not worried about it. And guys, what did I do to prepare? Energize, 24K, and Energize Go. I got all 3 in here because it's a little tiring. So I'm going to take a sip, and we're going to get started. So much breaking news. We're way ahead in the news cycle with my guys in Iraq. Please subscribe, tap the bell. And if you haven't yet heard Mr. T's story, who's a former hero, a war hero, colonel, retired colonel, he made money on the Kuwaiti dinar, and he also made money when he used his critical thinking to target when the Swiss franc was going to depeg. And if you remember the article with all the top 10 currencies of the world, the Swiss franc was one of them. And so he made $700,000 in 3 minutes. If you want to hear his story, you'll become a Miracle Manifestation member tonight. We have that Zoom at 11. All you got to do is go under the membership tab. You have the membership tab. The Zoom is at the top. And then I'll start, once we get through the Zoom tomorrow, I'll start doing more content for everybody at every level. But that membership Zoom link is up. And he's still slated to be there. Dale will be there. So you don't want to miss tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern time. So anyways, I'm going to get back to your summary. So here's your summary. The biggest thing that happened yesterday was the central bank's governor announces imminent launch of a major initiative to finance industrial projects. I was reading between the lines, and some of my subscribers who are very, very well versed in these types of articles and the way they use the verbiage, this is very carefully worded. It says, pointing out that financial stability is no less important than political and security stability. They pointed that out because they say they're about to do something financial. It said the central bank is one of the global banking institutions that adopt unconventional monetary policies, noting that the size of the accumulations in the aspects of backwardness in the infrastructure is a major challenge. Stating backwardness in the infrastructure, what does that mean? They have got all these projects out there that they don't have the money for. So they're a little bit backward. And they're basically saying, again, the importance of monetary and financial stability, indicating that it is no less important than political and security stability. So they talk about the history of the central bank and how they've launched other initiatives to help Iraq. So now it's saying right here, it says there are ongoing arrangements to finance industrial projects in coordination with the Trade Bank of Iraq and the Industrial Bank. That seems to be the 2 banks they're highlighting here. It says the liquidity available at the Trade Bank of Iraq will be used to support these projects in addition to the funds of the Industrial Bank, with the aim of launching a major initiative to finance industrial projects, which is expected to see the light soon. The very last sentence says, he stressed the Council of Ministers has agreed to enhance this cooperation between the government banks with the financial surplus to finance industrial projects through the Industrial Bank, as it is the competent authority in the field, stressing the imminent launch of this major initiative. I think this initiative is the rate change. What say you? Guys, this was just the biggest article that came out this week. Also, you got the HCL payments that I covered on this channel, which they started paying. They're not, it isn't like everybody's looking for the laws and all that, but the fact that they're paying money, they have claims. They talked about over 5,000 claims they're going to pay out under the HCL. That is really, really good news. The CBI auctions went on today, 283 million, but guess what? The black market has switched. That was highlighted to me per the chat. Jack in the chat is a very good resource. He says things that we hear on the street, like the people that had the new quantum cards that are customers of the banks, the new banks. They are getting a 10-cent purchasing power in Iraq. They did the same thing with the black market. They reduced what the black market's getting paid, so they get paid less. They're getting paid $12.50. It's flipped. And now only if you're you're doing really valid bank transfers, interconnection bank transfers between the Iraqi banks and the correspondent banks in the US and Europe. That's the only way they're getting the higher rate. So it's flipped. The black market used to be paid more. Now they're getting paid less to incentivize everybody to not use the black market. Guys, all these things are being in place. Why? To prepare for this, guys. I just see they're preparing for it. UN is even quoted today as saying what they unveiled that we are working on important initiatives to support the government's efforts to combat corruption in the country, combat money laundering, provide support for security sector reform, and strengthen the rule of law. Guys, this new system is the way they're going to do that, because it's going to combat money laundering and corruption, because if you follow the money, you find the corrupt people, okay? And with this new system, which we haven't seen anything like it, I believe it's here in the U.S. too, or at least pieces of it. Also, I found out that not only is Oliver and Wyman still at the Central Bank of Iraq, but so is the U.S. Treasury representatives that are there learning this system as well. Also, we just heard, Nader said today that a representative from the U.S. Treasury is going to be in Baghdad tomorrow or today. So who knows what's going on, but it seems like it's a really good time for this to happen. There's a lot of other rumors around, but I've got so much information. The timestamps are already up. If you want the detailed articles, I went through the detailed articles this morning. I also shared more insights that I got as I read it again. Guys, this is the best time for this to happen. Also, you've got, 179 MOUs that are outstanding, and then you've got them contracting with BP starting the week of February 1st. So hang on to your hats, guys. This is really, really good. It's a good time for this. Now I'm going to head over to the other... TNT was saying today, somebody sent me a link of this call because I had a lot of time because I was just babysitting my dogs. He was saying that they think anytime after midnight tonight. That's TNT's piece. John Dowling is saying, let the games begin. Somebody sent that to me. He's saying with the new administration, they're traveling everywhere and they're making changes. We do know that I broke the EO from, he signed an executive order that took Iraq off the people that are not allowed to travel. He took Iraq off the endangered countries list. Other countries are still on there, but Iraq was taken off. Again, no big splash. They're keeping this low pro. You really have to look to see the evidence that this is done, and that's what I specialize in. And I just love it. It's fun for me. It's fun for me to see the details that other people don't see. So now what we're going to see is, I know everybody else, I know Mark Z, people were in the chat saying Mark Z was covering the same stuff I was. So he is really on it too. I love Mark Z. So here's the summary of everybody else. Militiaman said, after 21 years, Article 140 looks to be completed to him. This is a major sign that Iraq is going to get the people their purchasing power. Oil going to flow next. Electricity is going to be flowing. There's no coincidence that the money's going to start flowing. Walking Stick said, President Trump put the world on notice that the American dollar will be the reserve currency of the world, with or without them. Trump protects the U.S. dollar and the IQD. Our military forces have poured into Iraq from one area to refortify what we have. Why? To protect the reforms, to protect the currency. Trump was saying, I'll take your oil, but I'm going to drill, baby. Therefore, I'll take new exchange rate for the IQD that I have in my reserves and deal or no deal. Claire says, our relationship with America will become stronger with an initiative that al-Sudani will announce soon. Expectations of his advisor. Quote, Al Din, the Prime Minister's advisor for foreign affairs, expected Prime Minister Mohammed Shial al-Sudani to announce a pioneering financial initiative. What did I just read to you? Soon to come to light out of the CBI, that he could change the financial initiative that he said could change the business landscape in Iraq and strengthen its relationship with the United States. Frank 26 says, if you were on board of British Petroleum and you were about to sign a massive oil deal with Iraq, are you seriously going to sign it at 1310? No, you've never signed it before, showing me something you've signed in the last 20 to 30 years with Iraq's oil company. Nope, they got their own oil company, don't they? BP. Why? Out of nowhere. On the 1st of February, if we go past February 1st and BP still hasn't signed it, what does that tell you? There's a new exchange rate and they're waiting for it. If the new exchange rate comes out before February 1st, yeah, they'll sign. And according to my guys on the street, Jack in the chat, he's saying the first week of February, things are going to start rocking and rolling. So hang on to your hats because that's only a couple days away. Mountain Goat says, article, Iraq boosts financial stability with huge dollar and gold reserves in U.S. and Europe. Oh, yeah, that was summarized this morning. They've got over 152 billion in gold. They've got everything they need to support a revised currency. And that was summarized by Jack. Hold on, I was going to get the exact notes because I don't like to rely on this old memory for anything. Hold on. Where is it? Here it is. She gave me the notes. Lisa Peters, thank you so much. She's the reason why I have timestamps. Her and Lisa Fauner just rock with getting me the timestamps. I would never have the time with the puppy and the dogs and my husband to be able to do this myself. Here's the notes. Here you go. It said, per Jack, 100 billion foreign currency reserves and over 152 tons of gold, setting up the strongest country in the Middle East. Rate at 1310, the black market's at 1250. You can't beat that summary. I'm just saying. So guys, let me not forget Mark C. The region demands more dollars and the center and the South rise up and refuse to pass the budget. We had seen articles like this in Kuwait just before they released their RV. The same back and forth in articles, and Kuwait said they were not going to increase the rate for 6 months. The exact day they released it. China and Germany did the same thing. I was told that there was so much pressure and Iraq has agreed to settle in the next 3 days. Also, they have a team already in Baghdad from the Kurdish region with great hope to settle this debate on the budget tables. They're looking at the budget. I'm looking at the bigger picture. I hope you will subscribe and tap the bell to continue to look at the bigger picture. And also, don't miss the Zoom tomorrow with Mr. T, who was participating in the Kuwaiti Dinar. He's got a lot of insights none of us have never even heard of. So I will see you tomorrow on the Zoom. I'll also see you tomorrow at 9 for Coffee and Conversation. I go 9 a.m. every morning except for Saturdays now. And I'll see you then. Tell me how you like this. Put a comment down below. What are you having for dinner? We're going to do takeout. I don't know what kind, but I love you. And I hope you will subscribe and tap the bell and share. Bye.